Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about a lot of false accusations in the JFK assassination. Okay, because I've been going over a lot of stories lately and a lot of, these false claims going out there and stuff. And me doing research on this case for 11 years, you find out a lot of stories that was told, when you start getting deep into it, that is false claims out there. Just like the one false claim that the evidence is being covered up by the government, the stand down for the Secret Service agents not being on JFK's car was by the government and everything else. So I want to make a little short video here and clear some of the stuff up in the JFK assassination. Okay, the reason why all the evidence in this case was sealed and shut, the orders was not signed by Lyndon B. Johnson. It was not signed by the FBI or CIA or nothing. It was signed by Robert Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy. Both of these signed documents and stuff and stating they wanted all this evidence put away for 75 years. They didn't want it to be viewed or anything. The reason why they didn't want this evidence viewed or anything at the time and wait for 75 years, because at that time there was a Cold War going on and everything else, and they figured if this evidence got out and they find out who exactly killed JFK, there will be a major war going on, and that's what they didn't want. JFK didn't want that. So this is the reason why they're the ones that signed the document stating we're going to lock this evidence away for 75 years. It was signed not by the government or anybody in the government and stuff. It was signed actually by Robert Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy. They're the ones that signed the orders and stuff for them to put away the evidence for 75 years. Okay. 2, on the stand down from the Secret Service agents being around a car, JFK himself put that order out where he wanted all his Secret Service agents to stand down. He didn't want them around the vehicle. And here's the reason why. Because he didn't want the people fear that if they try to come close to the limousine, they're going to either get shot or taken down or whatever. He didn't want that. So this is the reason why Kennedy wanted the hood, the roof cover off the car and stuff, because he wanted everybody to be able to come close to him and stuff. Because even during the path that they took, the route they took, Kennedy actually had the car stopped, and he got out a couple times and walked over to the people. People walked up to the car and everything else. They don't give this information out, because if they give this information out, that's another false claim they could bring down later on down the road about the stand down was done by Lyndon B. Johnson. The stand down was done by the government. The stand down was actually done by, that order was based on JFK. He asked for the stand down. Now, that was 2 things. That's 2 facts that people's not going to let you know about, but in my research, I know the truth. I want to tell the truth. I'm going to show them facts, and I'm going to tell you about them facts. Then there was another one to where people's talking about Lyndon B. Johnson, okay, while he's being there at the same time. Well, Lyndon B. Johnson was there because of JFK. JFK asked him to be there with him. And the reason why is because he knows when he goes to Texas, and he knew there was a lot of people there that didn't like him. So he figures if Lyndon B. Johnson was with him, okay, they know that this Texan here, a fellow Texan, is behind JFK, so we should be behind JFK. This is the reason why Lyndon B. Johnson went to Texas, and it was just not Dallas, it was in other Houston and all them. He's through the whole tour through Texas. Lyndon B. Johnson was supposed to be with him through the whole tour of them being in Texas. The Secret Service agents are supposed to stand down as he's riding in the car and stuff. This is why everybody's just pointing at Dallas, okay, where the Secret Service agent stayed off the car, where Lyndon B. Johnson was there and stuff. They only point at Dallas, but he was actually in other cities in Texas before he came to Dallas. Okay? And all these orders were signed by Kennedy JFK himself signed these orders stating, asking for the stand down, wanting Lyndon B. Johnson with him so he could show the fellow Texans that, hey, I'm behind JFK, so you should be behind him too. This is the reason why he wanted Governor Connally in the car with him as well. Okay, like I said in my other video about even Jack Ruby, all these false accusations, all they're doing is putting damage and hurt on this case to be solved. That's why I sit there and I had a bunch of books out on JFK, but it was a little here, a little there, because I had to watch what I put, and it all depends what time, I'd done that research. It's like 13 Shots, JFK Assassination, 13 Shots. That book was written in 2014, okay? But it was actually written in 2013, but, going through it and trying to get everything done, it came out in 2014. So I had put other books out as well, but, it's a little here, a little there as I'm going along, progressing in my research. Evidence of a Conspiracy that I just wrote, and it's the last book I'm going to do on JFK. I'm not going to be no more after this, because the Evidence of Conspiracy has the total of all the evidence now, all the evidence combined in one book. Okay, all my other books you're going to find in this one book here. My other books I got out on the JFK assassination, it's all in here in this one book, one complete book, because that's what I want to do to begin with. But when you keep on doing research and it's going past these false claims, it's hard to try to get it all together. But after the 11 years and 10 months of doing complete research on it, going after every fact, going after every claim that's made, looking over everything, reading over even other people's research books and stuff like that, pinpointing all this stuff, okay, it takes some time to do that. That's why in Evidence of Conspiracy, I'll put all my evidence in one book, and I'm completely done with that case. That case is closed to me because I already know who's behind it, which is in this book here. I know what happened that day, which is in this book here, and other evidence and all these false claims and stuff is in this book. I put everything in this one book, okay? Now, to me, the JFK assassination case is solved. It's done and it's over with. Okay, I could put that to rest. I'll still make my videos on this because there's a lot of people out there cannot afford to buy this book. That's why I even went on Kindle. I put it on Kindle so it could be cheaper on people. It's going to save them an extra $30 or $40. Actually, it's going to save them $40 if they go on Kindle and get it. But I just wanted to make this video here, talk about some of these false claims in the JFK assassination, put it to rest, because people's not going to tell you the truth. Like I said, they're not going to tell you the truth. They'd rather put out a story. If they put that extra drama in there and that extra story in there, people's going to buy it up left and right, left and right. But if it comes out and you just say the truth up front, boom, where's the story? Okay, no one wants that story. No one wants truth. That's why they got to add more stuff to it. But I wanted to clear some of this up because it's been bothering me a lot lately when I watch these programs and these documentaries and everything else where they said, this person says, well, the Secret Service agents was on a stand down. Who did that? It was the government did it, or somebody in the government did it, or the FBI did it, or the CIA did it, or Lyndon B. Johnson did it. Somebody called for it, but actually the facts was Kennedy. JFK himself signed orders for them to stand down. JFK was the man that asked Lyndon B. Johnson to come with him to Texas. Just not for Dallas, but all these other cities in Texas. That's the reason why Lyndon B. Johnson was there. The files and stuff and the evidence was locked away for 75 years. Why? Because Robert Kennedy and Jackie Kennedy both signed the papers and signed orders for that stuff to be locked away for 75 years. There wasn't nobody else in the government, just them two people there, because they knew who did it. The government does know who did it. They did a cover-up, but they only did a cover-up to save face because of JFK. Okay, because if they actually brought this evidence out up front, there would have been a major war years ago, 50-something years ago. There would have been a major war. So who knows where we've been at today. So by them covering that up and say just Oswald and that's it, they know there was other shots fired there. They know there was other gunmen there. Okay, but if they show this and they show that, there was more shots at JFK, there was more shots at Governor Connally and stuff, Eventually, there would have been a breakout of war because that's how people are. They attack us, let's attack them. Okay? That's how it is in life. So I just wanted to clear this up a little bit about some of these false accusations, these false claims that was made in JFK assassination. And if you don't believe me, like I said to tell people, if they don't believe me in my research, that's fine and dandy. But go look in the records yourself. I got copies of the records. You can get copies of the records. Sometimes you can order the copies of the records. It costs you a little money, but if you want to know the truth, order them. Okay? The facts are there. The facts are there. The documents are there. The documents are signed by Robert Kennedy and Mrs. Kennedy. Okay? Jackie Kennedy signed them documents. JFK signed documents for the stand down. He also signed the documents for Lyndon B. Johnson to be with them and everything else. So see, it's there. It's there. It's just no one wants to point these facts out. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. I got my book, Evidence of Conspiracy, contest going. So let's get more subscribers in here, and let's get these videos viewed, and let's get this book out there to somebody, because I know I already got 19 likes and 19 comments on that video. So let's get this going so we can get this book away, so later on we can do some more giveaways. So thank you, and have a good day, and don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Thank you.